Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really good. Today's video I'm going to be taking back my front room because, as you can see, it's an absolute eyesore. It's horrendous, and it's mainly because I've spent the last I don't know how long in the garden. And the funny thing is, it's actually quite like clouded over and not very nice today, and I've got really bad hay fever. If you can see me, I'm sneezing my absolute head off. But the sun does come out eventually, and funny enough, it eases off. It's really bizarre. But anyway, I am trying to get as much done in this room as I can before I have to pick them up from school, because I can't even just get the hoover out in here. You know, just a standard everyday hoover, because it's like going through the trenches before you can even, you know, find the floor to even hoover it. So I'm getting on it. Yes. So if you get like this, where everything's just all too much and it's like chaotic and you don't know where to begin, please believe me, you're not alone. Please believe me, you're not alone, because I get like this all the time. Like, it just becomes too overwhelming, too much, and I'm like, no, I'll deal with it later. And it takes a while for that day to come before I'm mentally and physically ready to tackle it. So today's the day. I'm going to be doing one room at a time of just trying to get the house back in order. And I've spent so much time doing endless washing because the weather's been good, that I've got, I couldn't even tell you how much, mountains and mountains of clean washing that I need to put away in everybody's bedrooms. Like, it's become insane, like to the point where I was starting to think, do you know what, I don't miss it being in the dirty pile, because now I've got to sort through all of this clean. It's crazy. So I'm just trying to get everything out of the way so that I can then hoover everything, clean everything, and then put everything back that needs to be in here, and what doesn't need to be in here definitely needs to get out of here, because it's just too much. It's too much for one room to take. But it's absolutely lovely at the moment. I'm sat in the garden and I'm just about to go and take more bindweed off some of my roses on the right side of my garden. So if you're watching my garden videos, it's the side where the shed is, the shady side. Yeah, look under here. I lifted the seats to have a little look, and I was absolutely horrified I was. There was dust galore. There was like crumbs, bits of sweets. There was something sticky down there, which we discover in a minute. And I was using the hoover end to pull out all like the rubbish so that I could just take it off the end of the hoover and pop it into the bin. But it's fresher, it's clean, and I've got it all out from underneath there. But yeah, it's lovely. So I'm sat in the garden at the moment, surrounded by cats, because I'm like some crazy cat woman, and I'm about to do some more gardening. So that'll be nice, because I've picked up the kids from school and it's going to be a nice chilled evening. So yeah, there's another cat coming over the fence, bless her heart. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, son got bullied at school today. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. Really not happy about it. He got punched a few times, and he's only 8. Yeah, he's 8. And it was literally out of nowhere. There's witnesses, but he was worried because he punched him back, and then the kid went off. And obviously, bringing it to the school's attention, they're going to know that he punched as well. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm all for it, and I literally will stand by that consistently. And I've said if they don't like that, then I can have a meeting with them, whatever. But it's not going to change my mind, because if you don't fight back, then you're constantly going to be bullied. So yeah, funny thing is, he swung a punch back and left him alone after that. So that's how it goes. I'm moving this sofa over, and I couldn't believe what I found underneath. Look at that. There was Weetos down there. There was dust galore, like a household's worth of dust just there, and tissues, yeah, all sorts of stuff. You know, sweet wrappers, why not have them down there? Why not? Lizfield, I'm thinking about you, and I hope that you're okay. I hope your family are okay. I hope that you're all, you know, together and supporting one another, and you are in my thoughts. So yeah, big hugs to you, and definitely not my sneezy, hay fevery hugs and kisses, you know what I mean? Grim is the word. Like, you know when you like suffocate yourself? That's how I've been all day. Like, I'll try and talk and I'm just literally suffocating myself. It's horrible. I hate it when it gets like that. The doctors have refused to send out a prescription for me to pick up my, I can't remember what it's called, but I was given a stronger specific hay fever medicine, because I get flare-ups if I have hay fever too strong. And yeah, they refused to give it. I've got to go back down the doctor's and discuss whether or not I should be put back on it. Well, yes, I should, because it's not going away, is it? I'm always going to be like this. Anyway, I'm giving the floor a clean, and I'm using, because this is the area the animals have their food. Sorry, I'm just wiping my nose, got my finger up there. This is where they have their food. I always use the clean, pet safe stuff because obvious reasons. So giving that a good old scrub over, because Simba's the main one for this. He pulls the meat out of the bowl and then it just goes all over the floor and it sticks and it stinks and you're just like, ugh. And I've left it too long, so I'm proper giving it a good old scrub with a bowl of hot water and bringing that back to life again, nice and fresh, ready for them to do it all over again, literally within like an hour of me cleaning it. I'm going around the skirting boards as well because a lot of dust has collected down here from where we've had those boxes there. Those boxes were Nick's, right? He gets a delivery every day for his work, so every time he needs products or whatever, we get a delivery. And yeah, they were sat there for ages and it was really grating on me, so I got those out of there and I thought, well, I'm going to do the radiator while I'm at it, get it nice and fresh. Yeah, I'm using some Soflora, and I'm not using the spray stuff because it's right by the guinea pigs. So just some hot water and a little bit of Soflora, and I'm just going to wipe it over, because if I start spraying then it's all going to go in the air. And yeah, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I find myself doing it, and that is I like to pretend I'm my own child. Do you ever do that? I think I've mentioned it before. Sometimes it's really good to do it. You just sort of like think of yourself as your child and see what you're like as a parent, and it really gives you a good insight onto how you are as a parent. And I think to myself, am I fun mum? Am I like a miserable so-and-so at the moment? Am I moaning too much? You know, it does help. It makes me think sometimes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should do this more and I should do that more, and then I just make those changes and try to just be that little bit better. But I think we all do it to some degree, but that I do it like kind of extreme because I am a bit of an overthinker. I overthink everything. I can overthink a conversation I have with people before I've even had them. If I know I'm seeing someone and we're gonna like talk about something, or if you need to bring something up that you're just not happy about, you know, I can literally have that conversation with that person before I've had it, and 9 times out of 10 I know how it's gonna go. So I play over it in my head and I'm like, great, I need to rethink all of this because I know how it's going to go. If I word it like this, then I know how they're going to respond. Does anyone else do that? An overthinker. Oh, it's tiring. It really is. It's like living 20 different lives in like the space of 5 minutes all day, every day. Drives me insane. So I'm giving this a nice clean over because this is accumulating dust like you wouldn't believe. And it's a dumping ground. Well, everywhere's a dumping ground. The whole front room, the whole house is a dumping ground. So I'm really on it to try and get it back to some sort of comfortableness, you know, not all this you just go in and like surrounded by stuff you don't want to be surrounded by. But I really like that. I like that little corner, and I really need to try and keep on top of it. The trouble with me is I tend to find stuff that we don't need and just be like, I'll put it up there, I'll sort it in a bit, but I never get around sorting it. I never do. Or like just, oh yeah, just put it over there, it's alright, I'll sort it. I don't sort it. I'm literally my own worst nightmare. This weekend has been absolutely lovely. So I had my friend come over with her kids and it was absolutely lovely. Nick went to Brands Hatch with Oscar, and Oscar took his mate as well, and they had great fun, but not all of mine like to go there. So yeah, I was more than happy to just be like, no, I'll just chill back, thank you very much, you go and have your fun. And yeah, it was really nice. You know, if you've got a friend who you can walk into your house and not even acknowledge the shithole that you live in at times, or just not be judgmental and this, that and the other, and instead just comes in with absolute positivity and encourages you and, you know, gives you ideas and like, oh, this would be great, this would be great, then they're a keeper. Honestly, she is a gold mine. I love her to pieces. So Natalie, if you're watching this, I flipping love you, my little fish flaps. Yeah, I'm sitting down now thinking, oh, I'm done. And then I found webs. I was like, for God's sake, I've just packed that Hoover away. So I got this little bad boy out. I thought, well, I'm going to suck up those cobwebs. Even though they are good little fly catchers, you're gone. You are gone. Actually, Chase is my good fly catcher. He catches them all. He's really, really good at it, to be fair. Like, you hear him like launching around on the window ledge, and then he's like snapping his teeth like a shark. It's brilliant. And then I realised I haven't actually cleaned the floor. So a really good thing that I do is I like to get it all nice and boiling hot water, get it wet, drain the water out, pour in some of the old whatever soap it is you're going to use. Today I'm using a bit of wash up liquid, because why not? Why not? Go away, wasp. And yeah, just go over it. Excuse the old bare flappers down there. I've actually named my feet. They've been named since I was about 5 years old. I called them Hatson and Jetson. Yeah, I think it stemmed from The Little Mermaid. But yeah, Hatson and Jetson, because I'm just not right in the head that I've named my feet. But anyway, nice quick easy way of mopping the floor. Dries really quickly, and before you know it, you sat back down on your backside with a cup of tea. Happy days. Yeah, so have a little look at what it was like before. Look at that. Kids don't want to come home to that, which they have been. They have been. Instead, they're going to come home to that. So much better. Much more fresher, clean. I've literally cleaned it everywhere, and super duper happy with that. And I will see you all in my next one. Thank you so much for watching.